Hello and welcome to another double-sleeved review, where today we're looking at the Pokémon own brand sleeves. Now, whether you collect the Pokémon TCG or you just like Pokémon and fancy wrapping your other cards in these sleeves, is it worthwhile? Should you get them or should you just stick to kind of standard outer sleeves? Well, we're going to show you whether these are worth buying. And if you like these reviews, you enjoy our videos, you just want to support this little channel we've got going on, then we'd appreciate you liking the video, subscribe, why not? Join the 1,150 odd people that all appreciate this kind of content, and we'll tell you when our reviews are coming out. Every couple of weeks, we roughly put out one. So we appreciate it. Do it. It'll be great. You won't regret it. In our tried and tested sleeve reviewing format, we like to break things down into 5 categories: toughness, shuffleability, foil clarity and opacity, double sleeving, and of course, price. So we begin with toughness, and for this we like to do the one finger stretch test. All we do is grab both sides of the sleeve and we pull them apart. We see what level of force is required in order to break the seams or potentially the plastic itself, and whether or not it rips easily or it takes a lot of work. With these sleeves, what we quite quickly noticed was there are quite a lot of different sleeves that seem to fall into 2 different categories of construction. I won't get into the nitty-gritty of it. I'll chuck a little diagram up so you can see what I'm talking about, but there seems to be a way in which the artwork is affixed to the back of the sleeve, and one version is slightly tougher than the other. However, with that being said, these are some of the weakest sleeves that we have tested. They really don't stand up well at all, and it doesn't take a lot to pull them apart. A bit of a shame and a low score for toughness. Next we look at shuffleability, and for this test we do 1,000 rough shuffles. And when I say rough shuffles, I mean I'm trying to simulate a significant amount of wear in 1,000 shuffles. It's a lot of shuffles, and I test you at home to do 1,000. It'll hurt your hands, trust me. But with this, I shuffled 1,000 times with one version of these sleeves, and quite quickly, the back of the sleeve, the artwork began to peel away. That is the biggest concern with these sleeves. They don't necessarily rip. The seams don't necessarily break apart. Almost all of the force is put through the artwork that just peels straight away. We did this as well with some of the weaker sleeves, and it only took about 300 shuffles for the sleeves to become unusable. We also look at how the sleeves feel to shuffle with, and if you're not trying to break them, they're okay. They will still catch. You will still get this problem, but they're okay. I would use them for 1, maybe 2 sessions, and that's about it. Otherwise, they're not the best for shuffling. Our next category is foil clarity and opacity. And for this, we get a foil card. We put it halfway into the sleeve, and we have a look to see what the impact on the foiling is. Unfortunately, in this case, these are matte sleeves, and as you will probably appreciate, matte sleeves aren't supposed to show much of the foil at all. If anything, they're meant to dull the foil. An unusual choice for a sleeve that I would assume most people are going to use to display their cards in. So a really poor showing, as you'd expect. Not only is it dulling the foil, but it actually makes the colors look a little bit weaker, a little bit duller, and not quite as nice as you'd want. So not great. When it comes to opacity though, the sleeves are lined with some sort of reflective foil, whether that's silver or gold, that does block almost all, if not all, of the back of the card being seen. Surprisingly thorough in order to, I guess, make the artwork look stronger and brighter. Either way, it does make them incredibly opaque, which is a positive. Next we move on to double sleeving, and for this we use a variety of different inner sleeves. Inner sleeving over 700 times just to see how often the inner sleeved card comes out of the inner sleeve when sleeving. Now, interestingly, these sleeves are very large. They're looser than you would probably expect, which does mean that double sleeving is a lot more consistent. However, whatever material they're made of is not that smooth, or potentially it's overly smooth and creating too much friction, and therefore the act of sleeving a double sleeved card, or putting the inner sleeved card into this sleeve, is actually quite unpleasant and surprisingly difficult. So it does score fairly well, however not a great experience. And if you had to sleeve up a bunch of, let's say, Commander decks in Magic, or even a bunch of decks in Pokemon, you would probably be a bit frustrated after a while, so it's okay. Lastly, we look at price, and this is a tricky one because we often look at 100 sleeves rather than 50, or in this case, often 65. If you wanted to buy these sleeves as a pack of 65 from the Pokemon Center, then you're looking at £6.99. Now that works out at £10.75 for 100, roughly. That is a lot of money for 100 sleeves. Obviously, you'd end up having to buy 130, or just 65 if you're looking for that many. You also could get these in ETBs and Elite Trainer boxes, which they come as part of the bundle. Now, if you get them for free, then possibly you would see the cost as a lot lower. You can buy these also from independent retailers. The price tends to be quite a bit lower, at the kind of £3, £4, £5 for 50. Still, though, could be up to a £10 for 100, which is a lot of money. Ultimately, you have to check the price wherever you are. You might find that you can get them at a good price. Some of the older sleeves, maybe some of the sleeves with less popular Pokemon artwork on, but whatever way you look at it, they are quite a lot more expensive than some of the cheaper, even some of the core range. To be honest with you, if you're looking at £10, 70 odd for a pack of 100, that's more expensive than a pack of Katana sleeves, which we rate as probably the best sleeves on the market right now. So, in summary, what are we saying about these? Fundamentally, if you like the artwork, that's what you're getting. You're buying these for the artwork, you're going to get them. If you just want Pokemon themed artwork, well, Ultra Pro do their own branded Pokemon sleeves. We've not thoroughly tested any of those sleeves, however, Ultra Pro do make good sleeves, so we'd hasten to believe they're going to be a little bit better than these guys, and at a similar kind of price point. Fundamentally, if you see a Pokemon artwork that you like on a set of sleeves, and you just want to buy them for sleeves, do it. If you want to buy sleeves to work for you competitively, or you want to go and play a game of Pokemon, Magic, Digimon, whatever it may be, you might find yourself being a little bit disappointed. Now, I know a lot of people use these sorts of sleeves through the fact that they come out for free, or the fact that they like the Pokemon artwork, whatever it may be, and they love them. If that's you, brilliant. However, in our experience, you're better off going for a good old Dragon Shield, Ultra Pro, Ultimate Guard, Gamegenic sleeve that meets your needs as a player. Can't help but like them though. They're a nice little idea, nice little product. So there you go. What do you think? Did we get this right? Are these the kind of sleeves that you want? Should we review Ultra Pro matte art, or Ultra Pro art sleeves as our next product? Should we review different products? We are definitely looking at binders as a series that we want to do next. A lot of people asking for binders and folders and things, so we're going to try and get hold of some of those and do a bit more of a thorough testing, get the old double-sleeved review style. However, we're open to all suggestions. Hopefully you've checked out our Ultimate Double Sleeving Guide tool, which the link will be in the description, which will help you out for inner and outer sleeving. It gives you a load of information that we don't believe is out there at all anywhere. And like I said at the start, if you enjoyed this video, if you found it useful, if you got something from it, then share it with your friends and share it with your hobby colleagues. Why not give it a like, subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. And there will be more reviews coming out over the course of the next 2 weeks, months, who knows how long. and we'll see you in those next videos. Goodbye.